What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Get It Right Saturday Night Podcast. I'm your host, Mark Francis, here with my fellow co-host, Oscar Morale,
Hey guys, how you doing?
and the GOAT, Colin Fursley.
Going on.
We got a really good episode for you guys today, and I think we should start off with some history that has kind of happened today as we speak, recording on Thursday, September 19th, 2024. I think we should get into some Shohei Ohtani show magic, baby. Right, Colin?
Absolutely. So, Shohei Ohtani became the first person in MLB history about an hour ago, at the time of this recording, to hit 50 home runs as well as steal 50 bases in one MLB season. He did it, ironically enough, against our Miami Marlins at Marlins Park,
What's
to
new?
probably the biggest crowd I've ever seen at that stadium in my life, besides the World Baseball Classic. But anyway,
Yeah.
it was insane to watch. He was 6 for 6, 3 home runs. He hit 3 home runs, and also hit, I believe it was 2 doubles and 1 single. So he was a triple away from the cycle. 6 for 6 is insane.
That's
And
absurd, man.
yeah, it's actually it was ridiculous. And he's otherworldly. I mean, look at him. He
He's
didn't even pitch this year, but he
he, he
pitches, he
he's a
hits, he
pitcher,
runs.
guys. He's a pitcher.
I mean, he's not a pitcher. No, he's not. He's a two-way player.
Yeah, but he pitches too, and he's a good pitcher when he's
Yeah.
on the mound, which is
But I
absurd.
have a question though. Oscar, I want to
Yeah.
ask you this question. Do you think he does this if he were pitching this year?
50 home runs, maybe. I don't think he gets 50 steals though.
Well, I feel like steals is easier than home runs because you just got to get on base.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
feel like they would probably have a designated runner in for him since he is pitching and they don't want him to get hurt.
No,
yeah, exactly. And he's more
I don't
likely to
think
hurt
so.
he's more likely to hurt his arm sliding to try to steal a base than he is.
But he's been doing this his whole career though. I don't know if he's ever hit 50 home runs in this season. But I
I
know he
don't know
steals a lot
either,
of bases.
but
Let me
I know
see.
last year we had the infamous 70-40 from Acuna, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and 50-50, that's just absurd. Uh, Dude, honestly, who knows if this guy's probably gonna be on the mound next year,
I
next season.
mean, he's a unicorn, man. Like truly, he's the unicorn
Yeah,
of baseball.
absolutely. This is
He's
the most amount of home runs he's hit in a season.
Wow.
This is also obviously the most amount of stolen bases he's had in the season, but previously he's had 20, 11, and 26 stolen bases.
What
So
about
he steals
what about
bags.
home runs?
Home runs last year was 44. Before that was
Wow.
34, then 46, and then
Okay.
previous to that he was injured or didn't play that much. So
Wow. Man, what a player, what a generational talent, honestly. You know, if and when I have kids and I have a son, we're gonna designate Project Shohei, um, because even though I'm gonna be a petroleum engineer, I want to retire early. If my son's getting paid over $1 billion because of Project Shohei that we implemented the day he was born, I don't care. That kid comes out the womb. Batting cage right now. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Hitting off the tee. Hitting toss. Hitting everything. I don't care. Get on base. Run, run, run. 40 meters, 60 meters, 60 meter. Boom, 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 boom. That kid's going to be a generational talent. For sure.
hey man,
Or he's
you
going to
never
be a
know.
failure to society. But we'll figure that out when we get there.
Oh my
Well,
God.
that's
All right,
kind of
Mark.
harsh, buddy.
Yeah, well, it is
All
what it
right.
is.
Well, in other news, just to mention it, um, it is September 19th, September 21st by the time you guys watch this, which means that the NBA season and the NHL season is coming up. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to put that out there. But as like right now, mostly there's just to talk about football. So that's what we're going to be doing. But just know in the
Yeah.
future, we're
We
going to be
will,
talking about
yeah,
other.
we will be starting to talk about the NBA and the NHL pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
it seems like this might be a really, really good NBA season.
Yeah,
There's been a couple players that have moved around and some new. It's just be so interesting. And
I
I'm
feel like
really
it is going to
excited.
be better than last season as well. Last
And
season, a little dull
yeah,
for me.
for sure. And I think the Miami Heat are gonna
No,
hopefully
regardless of the Heat,
progress.
it was a little dull last year.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
Who won the
Yeah, so
championship?
we'll bring that to you guys as it comes around.
You're such a troll, Mark. Um,
Who won the championship?
No, we don't even
Mark.
care about them. All right, moving on. We got college football. Week 3 of the AP poll has been released. And
yeah.
we got big surprise here. We got I mean, I don't know if you would call it a big surprise. They played UTSA, but still.
I would
Arch
say
Manning.
it is a big surprise.
Okay. Well, Arch Manning is he put up a big show after Quinn Ewers
Yeah.
got hurt. They jumped Georgia for number 1. I think this was more so the fact that Georgia was struggled against Kentucky more so than
Yeah.
Texas dominating UTSA. But
Yeah,
Which
well,
Texas looks
doesn't make
very,
sense.
very good.
Which doesn't make sense in my opinion because Kentucky is a great team. They always have a pretty good team.
I mean,
up
so
front.
so was
I know.
UTSA last year though.
No,
UTSA was
Oscar,
relatively better last year.
I disagree with that. Kentucky
wait.
is never good.
They're not
Kentucky-
great, but they do have a good team. And they're well coached. And we know how Georgia is early doors, especially against early doors of the season, and especially against slower opponents. Georgia is still Georgia, and until one of the great teams, like Alabama did last year, beats Georgia, they're still the team to beat, in my opinion.
All right, I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
agree. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
A
think
win
there's any
is-
arguing that. But
A win is
I-
a win is a win.
I mean, according to the playoff format, the top 4 teams get a bye. So one way or another, I think if they're top 4, I mean, I don't think they would be pretty mad about that. Because one way or another, they are getting a first round bye. It just really comes down if they really are urgent for that rank of number 1.
Well, I think they
but-
gotta win the SEC though.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
so they
based
gotta
off of
They got it.
they gotta beat
that's-
Texas.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all the other great teams on their
Well, yeah,
Bama's
side.
in the
oh,
SEC,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, of course. No, there's I mean, look, I think this is the first time, I don't know if it's ever, but first time in a very long time that the top 6 of the top 7 teams are in the SEC. So that just shows you how dominant the
Yeah,
SEC.
that conference
Yeah, that's
is
crazy.
crazy this year. It's
And
crazy.
UF is not one of them.
Yep.
Neither.
And
yeah.
sorry to any of those UF fans out there. You can see on the right in the news section, Eugene Wilson III has knee surgery, so you're not going to be seeing him for a while. So
Who the heck
sucks
is
to be
Eugene
you.
Wilson III?
He's their best player, and
Oh,
he's
okay.
hurt. So
You're
that's
saying
that's
that
great.
like you don't go to University of Florida?
No, I mean I do, but like I hate the Gators football team, so
Yeah,
like,
but I
I can
mean,
make fun
think
of them.
don't they have more wins than your Florida State?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And we're still better than them.
That's great. Didn't you guys lose to them?
No, we didn't.
Well, they have a win, and you guys don't.
Mark, what? Okay, if we played Samford, of course we would have a win. Like, come on.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
All right, brother.
okay. So Alabama pretty much dominated Wisconsin. Oscar, I don't know how you feel about this. Tyler Van Dyke towards
And
ACL out for the
college.
season. I
And
don't
he's
know
gone.
if you care about him anymore, but I don't know
Hey,
if UM
Colin
fans
Firth,
still
you-
care
you're gonna-
about him, but
We lost.
You're
We
gonna
lost
want to
the last
repeat
20
that, my
seconds.
friend. It you froze like every
Yeah.
girl that I
No,
talked
no,
to.
but-
So
no, but it's still like you guys can still hear me. It goes through anyway, so like it's the audio is fine. So
No, the audio was
no,
delayed.
we
for
didn't. We
like-
didn't hear you,
We
brother.
didn't hear you for like 20 seconds.
no,
Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying that the podcast heard me. The audio gets picked
No.
up anyway.
I
Okay.
know, but we didn't hear you.
Oh, my apologies. I don't know. I was talking about Tyler Van Dyke.
Who's that?
Yeah, who he went to Wisconsin. He's the old UM quarterback who is a sitting rock. To show you how this man plays quarterback, I will give you a live demonstration. 180, hut. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, brother.
Oh man, that was a
Yeah,
good one.
He
That was
is
really
not
good.
mobile. He's a mountain. He's a hunk of a man,
Yeah.
but is
And
not
now he's-
mobile
now he's-
whatsoever.
And now he's even worse because he's in a walking boot towards ACL against Alabama. Alabama smoked them. Ole Miss looks very good. Missouri struggled against Boston College. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I thought that
Obviously,
was interesting too.
Miami, like they played Ball State. Like what else can you
It's
say
all
about
about
that?
that. Yeah, but we put
Wait,
62 points on them.
So
they
yeah,
played
honestly,
Lonzo Ball
I
State.
oh my God.
Lo-
Oh, bro.
Lonzo.
Lonzo. Um, Also, interestingly enough, every team in the top 25 won, or they didn't play, but they didn't. No one lost. So that's
That's great.
also something I just noticed.
Could you scroll
The
down for me, young man?
Yeah,
I want to see how many votes UCF got because I think UCF should be in the top 25.
they have
Marco Nato
6
with
votes.
early doors prediction this year.
6
What
votes.
did he
I
say
think they have to
again?
get that more. They would.
What did he say?
He said that they could be top. I think he said they could be top 15 within the next 2 or 3 years, something like that, right?
2 or 3 years, bro. They're gonna. That's okay. Yeah. Um, what did I want to say? Oh, LSU. Did you guys watch the LSU game?
Yeah, we actually had it up on the suite while I was
No.
doing the service lines for UM. But yeah, we watched it versus the Cox, the Go Cox, Southern California. I mean Southern Carolina. Actually, one of my coworkers is a grad from there, and she was cheering on very proudly for most of the game.
She was cheering for Cock.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, what
But,
I wanted to
it was
say
a-
about that, it was that it was a great game.
Yeah,
It was
really
a
was.
very, very, very nice game. It was very
I
enjoyable
believe it
to
was
watch.
college game day too, right?
Yeah, it was. So that was cool.
And
Um,
and the
yeah,
Cox
but
were undefeated at that point too. I think they were 2-0. So with a win over LSU, who knows? They might have even gotten ranked this week.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But they lost,
Well,
so it was a good game though.
sucks to suck.
Sucks to be them. Northern Illinois is still here. I remember last week I said like, oh, I'd be surprised if they were still ranked. Well, they didn't play, so that helped. But they actually moved up 2 spots. I don't know how
Wow,
you
they
can tell
didn't.
me. I don't know how you can tell me Northern Illinois is better than Texas A&M, but I mean, whatever.
Apparently
I don't
they
know.
are. Apparently, I don't know.
That's
So
a wonderful question to ask, Colin.
Well, they moved
it
up
is a
one
wonderful
spot. No,
question.
they're 24.
Two
Who?
spots, 2 spots.
No,
What
Northern
were they?
Northern
26
Illinois.
last?
They were
Northern
25, now they're
Illinois.
23. They moved up 2 spots. See, it says
Got
2
it.
right here.
I think you should
I
put
guess moving.
UCF over Northern Illinois.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, eh?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that
Well,
out there.
moving on to next week over here. Top few teams don't really play anyone special. Tennessee, Oklahoma, could be interesting. I think that'll be a fun game. Also, I feel
Mhm.
really bad for South Florida. They played Alabama, and now they play Miami, and I'm pretty sure they played another. Didn't they play? They played. Like, why do they have to play all these hard teams? What happened to them? Now they play UM.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Let's check their schedule.
I swear they had played another team that was very good.
Southern missed, but they beat them.
No, not Southern Miss. Oh, so then maybe I'm just tripping then. Well, anyway,
Yeah,
yeah, I am.
Might be
So they played
They
played Alabama and then they play UM. Like, come on. Also, UM is so lucky. They play South Florida. They played Florida A&M, and they played Florida. Like, why do they got to stay in Florida? Like, this is too easy for them.
yeah.
So
I don't know. Talk to
We're
the
that's cool.
committee.
We're going through the Florida gauntlet this
I don't know
year.
about you, but the
Yeah.
Word Diggers are 2-0.
So
I think
USC's
that's-
playing Michigan. I don't know how that's gonna go. I feel like USC should probably win.
I think Michigan's gonna win that.
And then Utah. Really? Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Utah, OK State. I think Oklahoma State could win this game. I feel like Utah's been struggling lately. And I think Cam Rising got hurt
aren't
again
they
as
like?
well. So
Aren't they all like ranked right next to each other? Oh yeah, 12 and 14.
Here,
yeah.
I have an interesting proposal for the rankings next week.
Okay.
So speaking on what you were just touching on what you were just talking about, Colin, how USF just played Alabama and now has to play Miami. I think we covered that game in particular on the pod last week, and we said how it was a pretty fairly contested game until around end of the third quarter, early fourth quarter. And then,
End of the fourth
yeah,
quarter. Yeah.
and then it became a boat race for Alabama, and they ended up winning 42-16. If Miami puts up 50 on them and USF only scores a touchdown,
No.
would you
The
be
answer
willing
is to
to?
the question is no. The answer is no.
Would
Stop
you? I also don't think we would be ranked over Alabama,
You will
but
not be ranked over Alabama.
I
it. You're
definitely think
never
we
going to
would.
be ranked over Alabama.
Hey, calm down, now.
If you guys played Alabama, you would get rocked.
Calm down,
I agree.
calm down.
So, that's my opinion.
I don't think we would get rocked. My personal opinion, but I do think that if that happens and we beat USF by a better margin, and play a better game than Alabama did against USF, we will definitely go up to like 6 or 5.
You'll
No.
you'll be at 7 or 6.
Heck no. Heck no.
You're not better
No.
than
No,
better
no,
than
no.
Tennessee.
UM is not gonna move up
Maximum.
at all. If every team in the top 7 wins, UM's not moving anywhere. So,
We'll see.
that's just how it is. That's just how it's gonna go.
I think
Because
you can switch out Missouri and Miami. I mean, again, they had a close call with Boston College, but it's not going to change anything. You guys are
Yeah,
not better than
100%.
Bama.
I'm not saying we are. I don't think we are, but I think we could definitely be put in that 6 or 5 spot.
Maybe later in the
6
season
or
as times
5?
progress, but
Heck no. I mean, no, yeah. Maybe later in the season. Obviously, you don't know what's gonna happen. But right, you guys beat
Well-
South Florida and you're jumping to 5? What? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, Colin, you had this exact same reaction when I told you that I thought that we could beat FSU this year at home before the season started, and look at what happened. Also, you had this exact same reaction when I said that the Falcons were going to beat the Eagles, and we also saw how that turned out. So,
Yeah, but that's the NFL though. You can't compare different sports.
okay. I mean, I used the college football example first.
Well,
But-
that was
Yeah,
a
but-
bad example. They hadn't even played a game yet.
yeah, you don't know what to expect from any of the teams there.
Okay, but
To
I don't
be
think
honest.
anybody was expecting FSU to be this bad. Like, have some self-respect.
Yeah. What does that have to do with what's going on in the middle of the season?
But it is in the middle of the season. It just started. Nobody.
They've already played
FS
3 games.
But FSU should not be 0-3.
Well, okay, Oscar, what the heck does this have to do with what we're talking about?
I'm just saying that I wouldn't be surprised. You're downvoting my take. You're saying it's illogical, and I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if they were 6 or 7. If they like truly manhandle USF, manhandle. Only if they manhandle.
If Tennessee loses to Oklahoma, right? If Tennessee loses to Oklahoma, they're gonna drop 1 spot, right? I think they'll drop a little bit, right? Because it's 2 ranked teams going at it. Missouri versus Vanderbilt. Missouri's not gonna lose to Vanderbilt.
No, they shouldn't.
They're not going to. And I mean,
It'll
you
be
have
close
Ole
though.
Miss
I
playing.
think it's going to be a close game.
I don't know any. I don't know Vandy's. I only know Vandy for baseball. I know they're a great baseball program. I don't know their football, but I think
They're
pushing
not
it.
a great football program.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Missouri stays up there. I think Tennessee, if they lose, they drop. But if they lose, they're playing Oklahoma, and Tennessee's been absolutely dominating everyone. I don't see these rankings changing, to be honest. At least in the top 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever it is. But I don't know about you, but the Ore Diggers are 2-0, baby.
Yeah, so now, if you guys want, we can move on to the NFL.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's move on to the NFL. I'd love to.
All right, cool.
Let's
So
do
we're
I
let's
guess
go. Oh,
a quick
yeah,
recap of last week, I'm
yeah,
assuming.
absolutely.
Stuff
Yeah, so we'll do it.
we've already alluded to.
Yep, of course, of course. So
Do we
first
have
off, well,
the
I guess we'll do
records?
that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we do
yes,
need the records.
I do. My apologies. Yes. So,
Okay, I think my
uh,
record's pretty bad.
I think
yeah,
all
the
of our
record,
records are bad. It was a super
the
bizarro week.
these are the current NFL predictions record between the three of
Damn!
us.
6-9?
Uh, yeah, it
What
was
the
not
fuck?
great. It was it was not a great week. Oscar, congratulations. You are winning. I would be tied with you if the Titans didn't throw the football backwards. Will Levis, I hate you. Anyway, I was almost right. Yeah, so Oscar, congratulations.
Who did
You're
I
up.
predict wrong? What the
A
heck?
bunch.
Nine games actually.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah. It was a tough week, but hopefully this week will be more predictable. So
Yeah,
we'll
this
get
week
that
we're
to
gonna
you
bounce back.
guys after we recap week 2.
Yes, sir.
Uh, okay, so let's get into the week 2 recap of the games from last week. So we already went over Bills Dolphins in the last episode. We'll start it off. Vikings 49ers. This was very surprising, I think,
Yeah,
to most people at least. The Vikings
I
just
agree.
always
Injury, a
beat the
lot of
49ers.
injury ridden. Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. And Justin Jefferson had himself a game.
Did any of us
So
predict the Vikings beating the Niners?
No, I don't think
absolutely
so.
not. No, we
That's
didn't.
absurd.
Um,
I mean, Sam Darnold's here to play, man. He's throwing dimes. It's evident from these first 2 weeks. He's throwing darts. Justin Jefferson, man, I hope he's all right after that quad injury. But yeah, Colin, what are your thoughts about this game
yeah,
in general?
so definitely a surprising outcome. You were talking about the injuries. Justin Jefferson, he did get injured. He's expected to play in week 3, though. Deebo Samuel is out for an extended period of time, and George Kittle did not practice today. So the
Yeah,
49ers are
Yeah.
without Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey,
Christian
and now George
McCaffrey
Kittle.
and George Kittle. Yeah,
Mhm.
like they're 3 mega weapons.
yeah. Brandon Ayuk
Yeah.
legacy game incoming.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so it's going to be kind of rough for the 49ers, but overall, Sam Darnold's looking pretty solid and a great win for the Minnesota Vikings. Patriots Seahawks overtime, it was kind of boring. I mean, 2 boring teams. I don't know what to say.
What did I choose you? Did I
We
say the
definitely
Seahawks?
did not. Yeah, I think we all got this one right with the Seahawks. But I think we definitely did not see this game being as close as it was. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah. Giants Commanders. The Commanders, the Commanders won, and they didn't score a single touchdown. This shit, like only the Giants would do that. That was stupid. But
Yeah.
the reason why this happened though is because the Giants kicker got hurt, so they couldn't kick any extra points when they scored touchdowns. So that was overall
So
their
did
downfall.
they just
had
go
to go
for
for
2
2
every
after all
time?
their touchdowns.
Man.
Yeah. So
And
they
they
couldn't
couldn't
hit the
go
ball,
for
so
field
they
goals
just
or
went for
anything.
2 every time, and that's why they lost.
Damn,
Wow.
that's
Maybe
pretty
you
funny.
should have a backup
So
kicker on your
Jaden
team,
Daniels
guys.
running around as usual.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Sorry, what
Or
did you say?
teach one of your skill players to kick a field goal at
Yeah,
least,
have your
so you can go
fullback
for
be able
extra
to kick a
points.
field goal or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
can go for extra points.
Chargers Panthers. This game
I think this was
obviously
the
we all
give me
expected
the
this to
give me of the
happen.
week. Yeah, the give me
Yeah.
of the week.
Exactly.
Also,
Bryce
the
Young
Chargers
obviously
are
got
2-0
benched after
to
this
start
game.
the season.
Yeah, I mean they played 2 bad teams, so it's not that unexpected, but I do expect them to drop off a little bit. Shout out to J.K. Dobbins though; he's been balling out, so
Yeah,
really good
he
for
has
him.
Yeah,
And
been.
then
that's not
obviously
going for
after this
longer
game,
though.
obviously after this game, Bryce Young got benched for Andy Dalton. So
Yeah.
unfortunate for him, but he'll be the next starting quarterback for like the
The Miami
don't know.
Dolphins.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's going for the
He'll be on
Dolphins.
the Arizona Cardinals practice squad in a year, so
No, he
that's
won't.
usually what happens
He's gonna
with these
get.
people.
He's coming to the Miami Dolphins after Tua retires.
Oh God, I hope
No,
not.
he's not.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
not. Don't worry.
He's a good
not.
quarterback.
Apparently,
Sit.
Cam Newton was at Dolphins practice. But let's leave speculation to other news
Let's leave that
outlets.
to Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the boys down at ESPN.
Yeah.
But man, I love having Alvin Kamara in fantasy. Man, I love Alvin Kamara. Everyone said Alvin Kamara, no, dude, he's on a contract year, guys. What do you expect from this man? This guy's back is hurting. The Saints are playing really well rounded. I mean, they just obliterated the Cowboys. That defense
Or
just
are the Cowboys just that much worse than what we expected?
I don't think so.
Like this is
No,
I think
no. That definitely not. You saw what they did against Cleveland. They're for real. They just had a bad game.
they
Or the
had a
Saints
bad
are
game.
good, but I just don't think the Saints are really that good. I don't believe
yeah,
it
me
yet.
neither.
They got to
Me
play
neither.
another. They got to do this again. I want to see it again,
I
and then I'll start to believe them.
think the best team in that division is still Tampa Bay.
Absolutely.
I think there's no denying that. I think Baker Mayfield's a baller, but man, I was impressed. I really was impressed.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed by Alvin Kamara. I'm impressed by Derek Carr. I'm sad he got a 14,000 fine for hitting the Michael Jackson
Yeah, I did see that.
in the end
I
zone.
did see that.
But man, Dak Prescott 2 interceptions. He's back into midseason form. So, you know
Yeah.
what's new.
How about them Cowboys?
Yep, that's true. Colts Packers, very boring game. Malik Willis.
I think Mark was the only one that
did
got
what
this
he
one
needed
right.
to
No?
do.
Was
I
I
think
Which
really?
one? The
Yeah.
Colts? No,
Yeah,
no.
I think.
I don't think anyone picked them. I don't think anyone
I think I picked the
Colts.
Colts. Oh really?
No, I don't think so. I don't think any of it. I mean, sorry, I misspoke. We all picked the Colts is what I'm trying to say. We all picked the
Oh,
Colts for
okay.
this game. But
I didn't know
Malik
that.
Willis did what he needed to do. Browns Jaguars, I mean, it was pouring the entire time. The Jaguars are a pretty sorry team, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's new?
yeah.
Travis
Yeah.
Etienne, man.
Jets Titans.
Everyone,
Jets got it done.
yeah. Good.
Yes,
Actually,
I mean,
I think this is the first win for the Jets. You know, with Aaron Rodgers under center, and I guess a little show of a little peek of Jets' capabilities if Aaron Rodgers and the quarterback and getting comfortable in the system. Pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, the Titans were winning for most of the game. They just blew it when Will Levis went, here, just take the ball from me. So that was very
Yeah.
annoying and frustrating to
And
watch
Will
for the
Levis
second week in a
definitely
row.
has the funniest highlights so far into the
Yeah.
season of the NFL.
Absolutely.
Very enjoyable and entertaining to watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Buccaneers Lions, not a crazy surprise, but still, not
Yes,
expected.
it's a surprise. It's a surprise.
I'm sad, man. I was sad about this game because the Lions lost, but I'm really happy that the Bucks won. I mean, the Lions are a heck of a team. Sam Laporta Potty, he's non-existent right now in that offense. Jameson
Yeah.
Williams, popping off. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think he had like 17 targets or something. Absolutely insane. Jameer Gibbs and Devin Singletary, not Devin Singletary. David Montgomery.
Yeah.
But man, is Chris Godwin a baller right now?
Yes,
I mean,
and I have him on fantasy.
I
That
don't
dude
have
can
him
put
on
up points.
I think I'm facing him this week in fantasy against a legend by the name of Tyler Fursley, who I avidly
God.
hate with a passion.
Oh, God.
Because like I just can't deal with him. I always lose to him, taking the L. But good for Baker, man. He's balling out, and I'm really happy for this Buccaneer team.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that should have been the comeback player of the year last year. I still stand by that, and he's proving it this year.
Hey, man, we'll
Let's
see. Raiders Ravens, I think this is the biggest surprise in my opinion of the
Yeah.
entire.
Man, I should have taken the Raiders. Raider.
It is the biggest
Uh,
surprise of the weekend for sure. Nobody expected the Ravens to start off their season 0-2. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Rams Cardinals. Oscar, you predicted it. Marvin Harrison Jr. decided to wake up and play some football. And
I did
that was
say that if
exciting
we
to
can have a
watch.
quick replay of it from last week's pod. I did say I could see Marvin Harrison Jr. having some explosive plays this game, and I believe the first 3 plays or something like that were very explosive by him.
Oh
Yep,
yeah.
you can see right there, 4 catches for 130 yards.
And two
Very, very
And
touchdowns.
2 tutties. That is some Randy Moss stat line,
Yeah,
baby.
those are Randy Moss stat lines.
Those are
Yeah.
Randy Moss. Hey, but look, James Conner, guys. James Conner. He's balling out, and I mean, think about it. Kyler Murray, he's still he's still a scramble quarterback. So them being able to utilize the run game with someone like James Conner, who honestly after his last year in Pittsburgh, people thought he was washed. Man, good for this team, really good.
Yeah, it was
But
a
the
great
Rams
acquisition by them.
are in shambles. The Rams are cooked.
They're just
They
riddled
have
with
15
injury,
players on
man.
IR, I think. They
Yeah.
have Puka Nakua, IR. Cooper Cup, IR. Their center, IR. I mean, the whole team's on IR.
I think
Like,
two,
Puka Cup.
two left tackles are like their starting left tackle and their backup left tackle gone.
starting left tackle, backup left tackle. I mean, this is
Just
absurd.
Send everybody on the left side when you face the Rams.
Yeah, it's not looking good over there in LA.
It's not looking good,
Um,
especially when Cooper Cup popped off week 1 in fantasy, and then week 2, he decides to break his ankle because he's literally made of.
Hey,
Made of
good for me. I traded him
paperclip,
away
but-
after week 1 for Christian McCaffrey. So, and we got Zay
Yeah.
Flowers in return. So
Gets hurt.
Bengals Chiefs, very close game as we all would have assumed that would have happened.
Classic.
Very, very, very close. Isaiah Pacheco though broke his leg. Not good for him.
Yeah.
Very
Rest in
No.
peace, my fantasy team. Again.
not at
Yeah.
all. But it was probably the game of the week for me. It was just so fun to watch. So good.
Yeah, I agree. Steelers Broncos battle of absolute garbage.
Let's
Well, I
let's
said-
ride. Dude, the Broncos aren't.
I
it
think
was
I
really
think
bad.
I
Not
said it
ready.
best. I think I said it best last week when I said I'll take the slightly shinier turd in the Steelers. Yeah, this is just
Yeah.
terrible
The
team.
Broncos are riding to the number 1 pick in the draft next year.
No, Panthers. Bears and Texans. Very boring game. Very, very boring game.
But-
There was no
but
offense.
it
The
gave us-
Texans were not good. Oh yeah.
This game did give us a hood classic in the post game when C.J. Stroud aged
Come here,
the
come here,
exact
come
yeah the exact same age as Caleb Williams kind of mentor moments and unks Caleb Williams telling him come here
Has a
You-
Yeah.
has
You're gonna
CJ
be a-
Stroud
you're gonna be a
hit
great
Unk
player in
status?
you're gonna be a great player in this league. You got everything you need to be successful in you. Just go through the motions.
And just make sure you slide. Don't get hit. Don't take unnecessary hits. Whatever he said, something like that.
It was so funny, so great.
Oh yeah.
I love the NFL's media team and the moments they are able to capture. Truly, second to none when it comes to what they do there in capturing those moments and interactions between the players. Even in soccer, it's not like that, or in basketball or in baseball. The NFL is just so funny when it comes to that, man.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Gotta love mic'd up when they come out every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Monday Night Football. I don't want to talk about it, but I know Oscar wants to talk about it. I don't know how in the world this happened. Well, I do know how it happened. Saquon Barkley can't catch, but
Yeah.
No, you haven't learned your lesson. That's
Yes.
not how or why.
why? Kirk O'Chains. Yeah,
You like
why?
that? You
It's
like that?
because it was on the upset alert. It's because the gods decided. It's because the council came to a conclusion, because the committee put their votes in, that the Falcons were going to somehow find a way to win this game. And that is exactly what happened in the last drive of that game with a little bit over a minute left to go. Kirk O'Chains put on the good stuff and led the Falcons down the field. He had like 40 seconds left when he was already in the red zone, so he had plenty of time left. Like, he threw 2 dots to get down the field.
Oh,
back
yeah.
to back. And he got a touchdown. Beautiful touchdown pass, by the way. And not only that, they were given a flag for excessive celebration or for taunting, and they still
Yeah.
sunk the extra point to win, to add insult to injury. But yeah, man, Colin, you haven't learned your lesson. Never, ever, ever doubt the upset alert.
Okay, I won't.
This is
Until it fails this week. Sorry, I have to say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
man, honestly, what else can you say besides you like that?
You like
You
that?
like that?
You like that?
Put the
Yeah.
chains on.
Now
Yep.
that he's in
Yep.
Atlanta. Now that he's in Atlanta.
In the A-town,
Yeah.
baby.
In the
Yep.
We
ATL.
out.
That's true. All right.
The hood.
Well, let's get into it. Week 3
Everyone's
predictions,
favorite
the
part
favorite
of the pod.
part of the podcast. So, I covered it up. Thursday Night Football. It's happening right now as we're recording this video. I hope you guys did not check the score. Pats, Jets. Who do you think's gonna win?
I think this time around, the Jets are going to win. But the Patriots always find a way to own the Jets at least once a year. It's written somewhere in the NFL scripture. But I believe it will be on their next meeting, not this meeting. So give me the Jets.
Yeah, I agree. I just think the Jets are a better team on paper than the Patriots, even though, Ramondre Stevenson's been playing really well. Gerard Mayo's first game against a conference rival, right? Is this his first game against a division rival? If I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Yeah,
haven't
so
played Dolphins or the Bills yet.
Yeah, he's gonna get a taste of a little bit of AFC East medicine, and I think the Jets will take this, but it can go both ways.
Yeah. As you guys know, I'm the biggest hater of the New York Jets. Give me the Patriots. Never thought I'd say this, but I want the Patriots to win. Come on, Patriots, do something. And then also the other game that's covered up here on the screen is Giants at the Cleveland Browns.
The Giants at the Browns? Bro, the Giants are about to be 0-3. Give me the Cleveland Browns, baby.
Yep. Give me Cleveland.
Yeah, for sure.
Oscar.
I don't know. It's
I think he's trying to read for an Oscar upset alert. He's trying to find the upset.
no.
He can't do it. He can't pull the trigger.
No. Well, it's the Browns versus who?
The Giants.
Yeah, no. Give me the Browns. The Giants are not winning that game.
All right. All right. Now we'll go back to the screen here. Eagles at the Saints. Interesting game.
Anyone want to go first?
Yeah. I don't want to go first. Oscar, you want to go first?
Eagles versus Saints. I mean, Saints are good, but I think the Eagles win this one. They got it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm going out on a limb and I'm taking the Saints. I think the Eagles, they've just had two really tough games and they just can't seem to execute. And I don't think it's gonna click against this really tough Saints defensive line. And just like defense in general, Saints have a pretty good defense. I'm gonna take the Saints here. I'm gonna go out on a limb, take the Saints. Who knows? If we're wrong, we're wrong. But let's see.
Yeah, no, I think I can definitely go either way. I said earlier, I don't really believe in the Saints until they show me something else. If the Saints win this game, I'm all on the who dat train. But for now, give me the Eagles. Texans, Vikings. Two undefeated teams.
That's true.
Yeah.
And the Texans haven't looked as impressive as everybody have given the credit for.
Not me. First episode. Go back to the first episode.
Yes,
I said
I know,
we're gonna do bad.
But in general, people thought the Texans were gonna come out a lot more hot, a lot more guns a-blazing. Give me the Texans. I still think they're gonna narrowly edge out this game, but I think this is gonna be a wake-up call for them that they need to get their stuff together and quick, because the Vikings are gonna put up a real good fight against them.
Yep.
I don't think the Vikings are gonna put up a fight against the Texans, to be so honest. I think with Justin Jefferson's injury, which he's still questionable on, but he might play, but he might be limited in snaps. The run game, is not really going too great. Aaron Jones is doing all right. Um, I think the Texans will take this. I think last week against against the 49ers, things just clicked, I guess. I don't think that's going to happen here, and I think the Texans will take this, even though they might be down Joe Mixon. But let's see.
Yeah, definitely could go either way. I agree. But you know who's gonna win? Minnesota!
Minnesota!
Minnesota! Give me Minnesota.
Minnesota! Shout out
Okay.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't get political
Next
though.
one. Bron- Broncos Buccaneers. Unless this is Oscar's upset alert, I think we can move on past this one.
Yeah, it's
Let's
not.
ride.
I was considering it, but no. It's
Let's ride. 2
It-
0-3, baby. Woo!
yeah, I think the Bucks the Bucks are I mean, they've had real strong starts to the season. I think that they're going to continue with this game, and they're going to go 3-0 and beat the Broncos.
Yep. Packers Titans. The return of Malik Willis.
Boy,
So
I'm about to go undefeated here, man. I think the Packers are taking us. I think we're about to get another. I think we should expect a weekly Will Levis moment. And I think this time, I think he's gonna poop himself on the field or something. I don't know. Or maybe he'll just start peeing in it. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. This guy's just the most weirdest things that has ever happened in life. Dude, I want to see some funny stuff, bro. I think it's pretty funny. Packers are winning this. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I agree. But you put it perfectly, Mark. It's just Titans a bit outclassed here, even without Jordan Love under center.
He might I believe he was practicing today.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I think
Jordan
they're
Love
gonna hold
might
out.
play.
Yeah.
I think they will hold out. And you're right, Will Levis is going to have another insane moment. And that moment is going to be a W. Give me the Titans.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I know you didn't expect that one. Boys.
Who does this guy
Collins
think he
upset alert.
is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Who does this
No.
guy think he is?
No, I think the Titans are going to win. They should have won their last. They should be 2-0 right now if Will Levis did not Will Levis. So, they're not
Yeah,
that
but Will
bad.
Levis is Will Levis for a reason.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Pretty simple, dog.
Yep. Hey, I mean, Anyway,
I
rematch
think
of
the
Super.
Titans. I think the Titans will have a sneaky good record at the end of the season, but they won't beat the Packers. I don't think so. Not yet, at least.
I think the Titans are gonna win, but we'll see. We'll see.
Whatever you
all
say,
right,
bud.
that is what I say. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate
You're welcome.
it. Rematch of Super Bowl 41, Bears Colts.
Of course, Colin knows
I
Such
don't
the
a
even know what
Colin,
to
yeah,
say.
such a
Such
Colin.
a Colin Fursley moment. I'm coming
Bro.
up a rematch of the Bears and the coach.
It's true, dude.
1976.
2006, buddy. You were 1 year
Same-
old. Mark, get it together.
I don't care.
No, I just saw the two logos next to each other, and that was the first thing I thought of. So I just said it.
I
Wow.
will say this: I think these teams are pretty evenly matched, all things
I agree.
considered.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I like Big Tony, Anthony Richardson, AR-15, more than I do Caleb Williams. And I think he is going to put up a real exciting game. He's going to put up some big throws. And I think the Colts are going to win this game. Also, I think that their offensive line has been sneakily good so far. Like, I'm not like cementing themselves as the best in the league, like what the Lions or what the Eagles have. But I think they're doing in good work, and Jonathan Taylor has been playing really good. So
I agree. I'll go with the Colts.
I can third you up on that. I just the Bears
Alright.
are their two main weapons are not playing, so I don't think they're
Yeah.
gonna win this.
All right. Well, interesting matchup. Chargers and the Steelers.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna start off and say it. I think the Steelers are gonna be 3-0 right here, guys.
Interesting.
I think
Very
this is.
interesting.
I think their defense is gonna absolutely shut down the Chargers offense. Shut
You know
down.
what? You know what? I could see it,
Me
and I'm
too.
gonna agree with you, Mark. Give me the Steelers. They just I don't like
Hmm.
the Steelers because every game they play in, they mess it up and they make it a sloppy game, and they
Yeah.
That's Steelers football right there.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think the Chargers are gonna start 3-0. I mean, I just think, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Dolphins,
Let's see.
Seahawks. Skylar Thompson is going to lead us to the promised land, and after that happens, Tyler Huntley is going to lead us to the promised land, and then after that happens, Ryan Tannehill is going to lead us to the promised land, and then after that happens, Tua is going to come
Bryce
back,
Young.
and we're going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh.
No, bro, stop with Bryce Young.
We're trading for Bryce Young.
We're not. Give me the Dolphins. I think we're gonna win. And this is no bias. I actually think we're gonna win.
I also think the Dolphins are gonna win, although I think without Tua it's gonna be a lot closer than this game should have been originally. And
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to lean on Tyreek Hill and Devon Achane. So yeah, give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'll take the L here if the Dolphins lose. I don't really care. I mean, they're my home team. I'll be biased. I don't give a crap. I mean, Dolphins are the Dolphins.
I love that about you, Mark.
I don't
Give me
care.
that. Give me
I
that.
don't care.
Give me that.
If we lose, bro, if we lose, I mean, we're in shambles, guys. Like Tua's crippled. That guy, he's throwing up gang signs again. Like this is not good. Okay, and
Oh
Geno
no.
Smith, man, and Jackson Smith and Jigba or whatever the flip his name is, whatever.
Prayers out to Tua. Truly.
Yeah, prayers out to Tua, but you know, Zach Charbonnet, crazy game about to happen. I hope.
What? Why? I don't want him to do well.
I want him to do
You
well.
just said you. Why? You just said you wanted the Dolphins
because
to win.
I picked them up off the waivers in fantasy.
Oh my god, bro.
The
You're the
duality
type of
of
guy,
a football fan.
bro. You're the type of guy to be like, bro, the Dolphins lost, but I won fantasy football. Like, bro,
Oh, you
what are we
bet,
doing
bro.
here?
What do you think I care about? The Dolphins are. I don't own the Dolphins. I own my fantasy team. I drafted them by hand. I drafted them by hand. That's my team.
Dog. Okay,
Ki
bro.
ra ra.
Well,
Moving on to
Panthers
the-
Raiders. Oh, I was gonna go. Sorry, I was gonna go Panthers Raiders.
Yeah,
I got the
moving on
Raiders
to
in
the
this
fir-
matchup.
Moving on to the first loser bowl of the year,
Yeah.
where there are no real winners.
Raiders.
If the Raiders don't win this game,
Shout out
what are
Coach
we
K.
doing, man?
I know, right?
Shout out Coach K. Coach K, that's for you. Raiders. You didn't hear the voice crack, but
The Panthers are like are the premier poverty franchise of the NFL right now. Come on.
yeah, I agree.
True. True that. 49ers, Rams, tough because none of them have any players on the team.
Players,
But I'm
which
still gonna go with the
equals
49ers.
out. Yeah, which it equals out, meaning the 49ers should win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, Niners. Yeah.
Lions Cardinals has gotten interesting over the last week. I feel like this would have been a no-brainer, and now it's a little bit of a toss-up.
Do you
Yeah,
hear
this isn't
that,
a toss-up. The Lions are winning the game.
Colin? Do you hear that, Colin? I hear that.
Sound the alarm, boys.
Sound the alarm, because this is Oscar's upset alert of the week. I
Oh,
was
no.
this close to choosing the Cowboys beating the Ravens, but give me the Cardinals to beat the Lions, meaning the Lions will be 1-2 to start the season, and the Cardinals will be 2-1. I don't think Marvin Harrison will have as good of a game as he did last week, but I think Kyler Murray will definitely be much better than he was last week. And he was already good last week, but I think he's gonna backpack the Cardinals and just say, "Give me the ball," and scramble all over the field and be a nightmare to the Lions defense. And I think they will win the game. I think they might win by a touchdown or two. I don't think it'll be as close as last week's upset alert. But I definitely give me the Cardinals beating the Lions.
Your other option was the Ravens over the Cowboys?
No. The Cowboys over the Ravens.
Oh, okay, because that's not really an upset. That's like they're pretty equal in my eyes. I was about to say I would have been upset with that pick. That's not an upset.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
I'm not sure if you're aware of a gentleman by the name of Aiden Hutchinson. No, okay. Aiden Hutchinson. Yeah, he's gonna become Kyler Murray's daddy after this game. He's going for 2
I have Kyler
sacks.
in fantasy.
I have James Conner in fantasy and Amon-Ra.
With my pick this week.
This is a big game for me in fantasy. But I'm gonna ride the Lions train until they go 0-16 or 0-17 again. And I got the Lions winning this. I think this is gonna be a really good complete game. I think Sam Laporta is gonna have a heck of a game. I think Trey McBride is gonna have a heck of a game. I think Aiden Hutchinson is gonna have a heck of a game, going for 1.5 sacks is what my prediction is. So I think Oscar's upset alert is wrong this week. What about you, Colin?
I think what I'm about to say is going to make Oscar very happy based on the recent track record of Oscar's upset alert, but give me Detroit. I think it's going to be close. And I want Kyler to do well, but I also want Amon-Ra to do well. So I don't know what to do here, but I think Detroit is going to win the game. All right. Ravens, Cowboys. This is going to be an interesting game.
This should be a real fun game. Should be a real fun game.
Yeah.
If the Ravens start off 0-3, that's why I was considering it to be an upset alert, because if the Ravens start off 0-3 in the season, oh my God.
Well, the Ravens are currently favored to win. They're -1 right now on ESPN. So
that's why, yeah. That's why it would have been an upset alert.
No. I'm saying because it's -1, like that's such a small margin. I don't know what to do because I feel like this is a very close matchup. Was my point. Do you have a pick? You guys have a pick?
Yeah, I think the Cowboys are gonna win this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up for me, but give me the Ravens. I can't see them starting 0-3 to start their season.
I know. That is really, really weird. CD's questionable.
CD's questionable? Hold on. Let me rethink my pick real quick, dog.
Nah, you locked it in. The voters got it.
I didn't lock it in. Hold on. No. Hold on.
Your vote is in. You
Fantasy
voted for
football.
me. I know you did. I told her, Kamala, they're eating all our dogs.
No political here, bro. We're not political here.
Yeah, this is not a political podcast, guys.
But
yeah, no, I'm still sticking with the Cowboys.
Yeah, give me Dallas. I think Dallas is gonna. Also, I want Dallas to win. I don't want the Ravens to do well. So give me Dallas. Chiefs, Falcons. Kirk Chains ain't gonna happen. Give me Kansas City.
Yeah,
Kansas City.
I think the Falcons are gonna lose on prime time. They won their first primetime game. They're gonna lose their second primetime game, and they're gonna lose against the Chiefs.
Yep.
Yeah, the Chiefs are gonna win this.
I don't know why they're doing this, but I believe they do it 2 or 3 more times throughout the season. There's 2 Monday night games. One of those next week they do the same thing. The Dolphins are playing the Titans in that first game of Monday night. I want to watch. I want to watch all.
We better get our get back.
Oh, I know. Jaguars Bills though, first game. Jaguars always beat the Bills, so give me Jacksonville. They're gonna take it home.
What's the Bills' record right now?
2-0.
2-0.
Give me the Buffalo Bills. Here's my simple logic. It's as simple as pea-brained as it gets. The Dolphins and the Jaguars have played. The Jaguars lost to the Dolphins. The Dolphins and the Bills have played. The Bills beat the Dolphins. Therefore, one is greater than the other. Give me the
Wow.
Bills.
I like that. That's a good reasoning right there.
You know,
I disagree,
sometimes
Were they
but
playing?
it is
they're
that
playing in
simple.
Buffalo.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think Josh Allen still on a tear. I think
Yeah.
the Bills are going to take
That's my
this.
actual reasoning as to why I think Josh Allen is playing insane.
Remember
Even though,
last year, the Bills were
yeah,
good, and then they lost, and then they started going downhill, and then Oscar
And
was
then
like,
they
they're
were
not
good.
even gonna make the playoffs. And then they started winning again, and then
Yeah.
they made the playoffs. This is the trajectory they're on right now. They started good, now they're gonna go down, they're gonna lose a few games, including this one, and then they'll go back up later. But Jacksonville's gonna win the game. Watch.
I don't
Uh,
think so.
look, I wouldn't be surprised, but because you do have a right that Jacksonville does have them beat record-wise, 10 games to 9. But I think that's going to even out.
All right, we'll see. And then last game of the week, we got the Commanders at the Bengals. It's week 3 still. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's week 3. The Bengals are still played better than week 1. Week 2 they played better. Week 3, if I'm not mistaken, Jamar Chase usually pops off week 3. I think last year in week 3 he had 55 points in fantasy football. I think that's gonna happen again, baby. And I think the Bengals are gonna take this.
Yeah, give me Cincinnati to win this game. I have no faith in the Commanders. Poverty franchise.
Damn.
Sorry.
Even though I love Austin Eckler, but
Yeah, that's true. I love him too. Oscar.
I think this
Oh,
should
and
have
I
been
need Joe Burrow
Oscar's
to do
upset
well.
alert. Yeah, me too. Having fantasy.
I think, yeah, the Bengals need this win after last week.
Another. Oh, thought he was gonna have another. Have there ever been 2 Oscar upset alerts in 1 week? I don't think so. Thought today was gonna be the day.
Bonus alert, bonus ups. No.
Imagine.
No.
That'd be sick.
What?
Do you hear that
Alright,
again?
so we all got Cincy.
Yeah, we all got Cincy.
Yeah.
That means Cincy's gonna lose.
Oh,
we're cooked,
God.
boys.
Well,
Oh,
God.
we're cooked.
Well,
that's it. That's all the picks.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're right this time.
Yeah,
Yep.
hopefully I
We'll
don't
see
go
what
6
goes
and
on.
9 again. I'd like to have a better record.
Look,
You know.
I'm gonna be for real. When I watch the NFL, I think of 3 things in this order. Now, my number 1 priority is that the Dolphins will win the game. Then after that happens, the second priority is that I win in fantasy football. And then after that happens, the third priority is that I'm beating you guys in the predictions. That's what's going
Okay,
through my head
so-
every weekend
yeah,
when
so
I watch
you
the
never
game.
want
Yeah,
the
yeah,
upset
so-
alert to be right. Okay, I get you.
So here, let me take you down
Well,
what my Sunday morning looks like. All right, I wake up, I pray on the Oscar upset alert downfall, and then I check fantasy for the millionth time, because I'm always second guessing my lineup, because I'm autistic, and I always end up not starting someone who ends up popping off on my bench, like Cooper Kupp week 1. So I sit on fantasy the whole day, and then I pray the Dolphins win, but I only care about fantasy because I'm a nerd. And then I watch Sunday Night Football doing physics, and that's it. Simple as that.
Huh. Great strategy.
Great
All right, well,
success.
Florida State is gonna beat Cal. The Dolphins are gonna beat the Seahawks. I'm gonna win both my fantasy football leagues again.
And I'm
for the
gonna beat
third week in a
Tyler
row.
Fursley. I'm gonna beat Tyler Fursley. It's gonna
Miami's
happen.
No, you're not.
definitely beating.
This
Miami's
year is
definitely
my
beating
year.
USF,
This
so
year is my year.
let's go,
Tyler
Canes.
Fursley. This year's my year. I'm coming for you, boy. If you're watching this, if you hear me, I'm coming for you. You get the best of me every year, but this year is not it. I'm gonna come back next week crying because I lost to Tyler Fursley for the millionth time in fantasy football. I vote to veto him out the league and donate all his players to the Almond Raw Dogging team. Alrighty.
But you're about to get smacked.
I'm about to get canceled, and we're gonna end the podcast right here, guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Get It Right Saturday Night podcast. We hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you have any recommendations on just things to talk about or any vlog ideas or just anything in general, um, please let us know. And without further ado, make sure you guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Love ya. Bye.